How often have you heard that the longer and harder you train in the gym, the better results you get? It's a common belief, right? That the more time we spend lifting weights, the more we'll see our muscles grow. Or that the more often we hit the gym, the faster we'll reach our fitness goals. But what if I told you that these are just misconceptions? That there's more to effective training than just the number of hours you put in? That intensity, not volume, could be the secret ingredient to your workout recipe. And no, this isn't just some new age fitness theory, it's been proven by the likes of some of the most successful bodybuilders in history. One man who challenged these notions was Mike Mentzer, a bodybuilder who achieved incredible results with a radically different approach. But we'll get to that. For now, let's debunk some common gym training misconceptions. Mike Mentzer, a name synonymous with bodybuilding and an advocate for high-intensity training. Embarking on a journey through the world of bodybuilding, Mentzer became a beacon of unconventional success. He was not just another bodybuilder, he was a maverick, a renegade, a man who dared to challenge the status quo of the fitness industry. In the early 1970s, Mentzer burst onto the bodybuilding scene with a physique that was nothing short of awe-inspiring. His success was unparalleled, earning him the prestigious titles of Mr. America and Mr. Universe in quick succession. But it was not just his triumphs that set him apart. It was his unique approach to training that truly defined his legacy. While most bodybuilders subscribed to the belief that spending endless hours in the gym was the key to building muscle, Mentzer thought differently. He believed in the power of intensity over volume. Instead of spending 2 hours lifting weights, he would dedicate a fraction of that time pushing his body to its absolute limit. This was high-intensity training in its purest form, and it was revolutionary. Mentzer's philosophy was simple: the stronger you become, the harder you can push your body, and the more you can stress your nervous system. This meant that advanced bodybuilders didn't need as much volume as beginners. They could achieve the same, if not better results with less time spent in the gym. This approach was not without its critics. Many dismissed Mentzer's methods as too radical, too extreme. But the results spoke for themselves. Despite training less, Mentzer's physique continued to improve, his muscles growing larger and more defined. But Mentzer's approach had another significant advantage: it reduced the risk of overuse injuries. By training less but with higher intensity, he was not just building muscle, he was also protecting his body. Mentzer's success was a testament to his innovative training style, proving that less can indeed be more. His philosophy of high-intensity training continues to influence the world of bodybuilding today, a shining example of the power of thinking differently. So what exactly made Mentzer's training style so unique and effective? Well, it all boils down to his high-intensity training philosophy. Unlike the traditional approach of spending long, grueling hours at the gym, Mentzer's approach was all about shorter, more intense workouts. His philosophy was rooted in the belief that the human body responds better to intense, concentrated stress rather than prolonged, moderate exertion. It's like sprinting full force for 100 meters instead of jogging for 5 kilometers. Both will leave you winded, but which one do you think pushes your body to its absolute limit? Mentzer believed that by pushing your body to its maximum capacity in a short span of time, you're giving it a more potent stimulus for growth. You're essentially telling your muscles, hey, we need to get stronger and bigger to handle this level of stress. This, in turn, triggers a more significant growth response. But there's more to it than just pushing your body to the brink. It's also about recovery. After all, it's during recovery that your muscles repair and grow. By reducing the volume of your workouts, you're giving your body more time to recover, to rebuild itself, and to come back stronger. And here's another bonus. Fewer workouts mean a reduced risk of overuse injuries. These are the nagging injuries that can result from repetitive stress, the kind that comes from hitting the gym for 2 hours a day, every day. With Mentzer's approach, you're not just getting stronger and more muscular, you're also keeping your body healthier and more resilient. So, you see, Mentzer's high-intensity training philosophy isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter, understanding your body and respecting its needs. It's about pushing your limits but also giving your body the time it needs to adapt, to grow, and to thrive. Mentzer's philosophy of less is more challenged the status quo and opened the door for a new approach to bodybuilding. His legacy lives on, reminding us all that sometimes the road less traveled can lead to some truly extraordinary destinations. How can we apply Mentzer's unique approach to our own fitness journeys? That's the question we're addressing now. To understand Mike Mentzer's training style, we have to look at 4 main elements: high intensity, less volume, better recovery, and reduced risk of injuries. High intensity is the cornerstone of Mentzer's philosophy. He believed in pushing oneself to the limit in each workout session. The idea is to stress your muscles to the point of failure, which in turn stimulates growth. This is the polar opposite of the conventional approach, which advocates for more reps with lighter weights. Now let's talk about volume. Mentzer debunked the myth that more is always better. His principle was simple: the stronger you become, the harder you can push yourself. This, naturally, leads to a decrease in volume. You don't need to perform countless sets to fatigue your muscles. Instead, a few well-executed, high-intensity sets can do the trick. Recovery is a critical yet often overlooked aspect of training. Mentzer emphasized the importance of sufficient rest between workouts. He understood that muscles grow outside the gym during recovery. So instead of spending hours every day in the gym, he recommended intense short sessions followed by rest. Lastly, Mentzer's approach aimed at reducing the risk of injuries. Overtraining is a common cause of gym-related injuries. By advocating for shorter, more intense workouts, Mentzer's method decreases the likelihood of overuse injuries, making your training safer and more sustainable. So how can we apply these principles in a modern fitness context? It's simple. Prioritize intensity over volume. Push your body to its limit in every workout, but remember to give it time to recover. And keep in mind, the goal is not to spend hours in the gym, but to make the most out of the time you do spend there. The takeaway from Mentzer's journey is not to work harder but smarter. Remember, it's not about how long you're in the gym, but what you do with the time you have.